In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude futures today as they're realizing some selling pressure here to start the week. We're seeing them down about 3.6% currently, around the 71.36 level, so back in the 71 handle, and that is a 6-session low for the WTI crude futures contract. And I think when you look at some of the reasons why we're seeing the selling pressure, there's a couple things to point to. Number one, the data points that came out over the last couple of days really started in China, where we're seeing factory activity in China hitting the lowest level in basically a year and a half. So I think that that's causing some concern as far as the potential for demand coming out of China here in the next couple of months, shifting those expectations a little bit today. And a couple of that with the U.S. data points this morning that were a little underwhelming as well. And I think you got a storyline here, particularly with the COVID variant still in the backgrounds of a lot of traders' heads and getting a lot of attention, that you're seeing expectations shifting as far as potential demand, at least here in the short term. Couple that with OPEC Plus now pumping oil at the highest level in a little over a year. So you're seeing that picking back up. And so it's a kind of a classic expectations lower in demand and expectations increasing in supply that is leading, I think, to why we're seeing the selling pressure today. Looking at the trends in place, we are seeing WTI now coming under some selling pressure after having a nice bounce off the lows in July 20th, I think, intraday lows. We did see a nice uptrend into the end of July, but now we are giving up some of that ground today with this 3.6% sell-off and pushing back down now. So we're losing that momentum that was really kind of solidifying this market the last couple of weeks. And now when you look at it from a technical standpoint, it does appear that we put in a lower high from the previous high and then a staircasing down at this point. So I think some technicians are watching this very carefully. Also, when you look at the trading activity, we are seeing a pickup in volume today on the selling pressure, not only in the WTI futures market, the main futures, but also the MCL futures, the micro WTI crude futures. We're seeing a lot of activity there as well. So we continue to see the MCL futures picking up volume, and we're seeing volumes increase across the board today as we are seeing WTI futures under some pressure.